I think that is politics. I thought that you should have understood that pretty well, because I'm happy that you're here, because you're a member of the House of Representatives, and the talk bothers on what is already in court. And they say he really cannot benefit or place himself before that, because the case is already in court before he also crossed the carpet into your party. Quite frankly, you'll be excited as a party man to see that the speaker is now within your is now in your party. But they say, so long, in as much as we've not been able to get any further facts from him that there is division, because we had a PDP member here, and he said, according to the PDP, there's no division in the PDP in Sokoto State. And if there was no division, the caveat on that section 68(1)G really can't hold for Speaker Aminu Tambuwal. And you have the Constitution here. What else can he bring forward to the people to say truly, well, there's a division in his party in Sokoto State, or rather his former party?
Well, let me make this very clear to you. If there's a contention between persons, between government and person, between authorities, who do you refer to, or what do you refer to? You go to this same book, this same small book, is what you refer to. And the only authority that can interpret what you're saying, like, I can't provide the answer. Tambuwal doesn't even need to convince me. He doesn't even need to convince the 359 others. He doesn't, what he needs to do, out of respect for Nigerians, he has given, an omnibus justification. But this book also speaks about judicial powers. And it says that it's only our courts alone, no other person. And so when the IGP, the acting IGP, also stripped Aminu Tambuwal of his security, he also acted in error. And it's about time in this country that we give strength to institutions. Okay? All of what they're saying today will pass away. The only thing that will hold us, the beam that will hold our nation down, is the strength and the integrity of our institutions. When our institutions begin to pander to the whims and caprices of people in positions, it will be that's it. You see, and people gloss over it. Let me tell you, by my understanding, no nation can be greater than the values espoused and believed by its leaders.
Speak to us about, section 68(1) and then G.
Yeah.
Because 68(1) says, a member of the Senate or of the House of Representatives shall vacate his seat in the House of which he is a member if, and then we go to that G, being a person whose election to the House was sponsored by a political party, he becomes a member of another political party before the expiration of the period for which the House was elected. So if he's moved from one party to the other...
Don't stop there. Take it out.
Provided that his membership of the latter political party is not as a result of a division in the political party of which he was previously a member, or of a merger of two or more political parties or factions by one of which he was previously sponsored.
Simplicity.
And then, or even his.
That is the answer.
No, but in this case, people say no, there's no division.
Who are the people saying it?
The members of the PDP.
But that's what Sulai has already told me. And I've said that the members of PDP can't tell us that.
Who can tell us? The members of APC?
The court, no, I have not said so. The court. Let me read judicial powers to you. Let me read the judicial powers so that you will also be abreast of this. Judicial powers of the judiciary. You will see it here. You will see it. Give me a second, please. Judicial powers. Let me read judicial powers. It says clearly that except, and then listed the courts that can interpret what the law says.
Yeah, but with respect to that particular...
In this case, I should look out for it.
Yes.
So you say what the IGP has done...
It's in error.
It's in error.
Blatant error. blatant error. He shouldn't have even contemplated. He should not be in his contemplation.
What should he have done?
What he should have done, okay, fine. On loose authority, the law says that, okay, if the president or acting at the behest of the president, this could be the minister exercising the authority at the behest of the president, goes ahead to perceive that it would be right to deploy the police in this direction, that it would be right to do so. However, in this case, that says a lawful, I'm going to read it to you, a lawful condition must exist for him to act on that. I have not seen that lawful condition. The only authority that can establish the lawfulness, if I allow me to say that, of any action or intention is the court.
Yeah, have you found that now?
Okay, give me a second. I'm just so distracted.
No, you shouldn't be by now.
Yeah.
Because the other issue, the other matter has to do with what a whole lot of people would want to understand about Ihejoha.
Yes.
Because if you look at the big headline now, they say he, as the deputy speaker, has the power to reconvene.
Deputy Speaker. Well.
And when he does that, perhaps they can actually move an impeachment proceeding against him for jumping ship.
Against who? Now let me read this.
That's a big headline. Look at that.
Before I take that home, 215 says, and this is under the Nigerian police, okay? The 215.3 says, section 215, the president or such other minister of the government of the federation, as he may authorize, in that behalf may give to the Inspector General of Police such lawful directions. Lawful directions. I have not seen the condition that could warrant lawful direction. Has not been met here. It would have been met if this case has gone through its whole process. And then the court says, Speaker Aminu Tambuwal, you cannot lay claims to membership of the House because the condition precedent has not been met, and so you are out of the House. And then the president or his minister can now give a lawful direction to the Inspector General of Police and say, hey, this guy is no longer the Speaker on the basis of the ruling of appropriate court.
Now, the reason, let me also speak about that, because the reason why they think section 68(1)H did not apply,
yes.
Why they stopped at the second part of the G, was because they say that there is a subsisting court order that there is no division within the PDP.
Who says so?
That's the members of the party. And they say if the court has ruled on that matter, and so they don't understand what is the division he is citing. Is there another court judgment saying there is a division upon which he's predicating his movement?
You know, let's not go on and on this matter. I have made it clear, and that is the way it is. This constitution only provides for adjudication by the courts, not by members of APC, not by members of PDP, not by president, not by Tambuwal. There is no provisions that says that Tambuwal must convince anybody except the courts. That now lends credence to the reason why he has to defy it. That condition has not been met. So whatever authority the IGP is standing on is in error. It's not fallacious.
That's about the withdrawal of his security.
Yes. Now because that's the basis. They say it's no longer Speaker. Even though former Speaker Bankole still has a coterie of police aides.
So let's go to the big, because we're running out of time.
Yes. Now. I honestly would like Nigerians to know that the stay in power of Aminu Tambuwal has been his integrity, his patriotism. That was what, when somebody came onto television here and he said, oh, we took the seat of the Southwesterners and all of that, I just asked myself, do these guys know what they're talking about? I dare the Deputy Speaker to proceed with this. We've heard of the number of shenanigans and all of that. But this House rule is also clear about who could convene a House that has been adjourned.
Who can convene?
It's the Speaker. And as we speak today, the 3rd of November, 8:30 a.m., the Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives in this country
So,
is Speaker Aminu Tambuwal. Let me tell you.
In addition to this,
let me quickly tell you.
if the Speaker is indisposed, the House cannot sit.
The whole time.
How?
Then he will delegate the authority to the DSP or to the Deputy Speaker. He's here. He's here. Now let me tell you. How do you claim the paternity of a child that you didn't even know the mother when the mother got pregnant? How do you claim that I'm the father of this son?
What does that mean?
Very good question. The emergence of Aminu Tambuwal was generic. We put him there. And that's what the Speaker says. That's what the rule says. Out of the members, we put him there. Even the DSP, we put him there. Riding on the back of Aminu Tambuwal. That's the truth.
All right.
So, if there's not all this, if, let me tell you something, the internally displaced persons and people in Adamawa State now are crying for all kinds of subsidy and all of that. And this money that's being moved around by subterfuge to get members to try this. Well, we'll see how it goes. But I hope that the Deputy Speaker will be the man of honor at this point in time to also take his mind back to how they became the presiding officers of the House.
All right. Unfortunately, we can't go further, but we would have loved to explore other areas. But I imagine this matter will pop up again. Thank you for coming on, Honorable Bimbo Daramola.
Thank you.
We'll be back after this. Don't go away.